In 1940, Europe was engulfed in war. Germany had already swept across much of the continent, leaving nations in fear of the seemingly unstoppable Third Reich. Italy, Germany's ally under Benito Mussolini, sought to expand its influence in the Balkans. Hitler's strategic plans required securing the southern flank before launching the invasion of the Soviet Union, known as Operation Barbarossa. One small nation, Greece, would stand in the path of these ambitions. Greece was a mountainous country with a proud history of resisting invaders, from the ancient Persians to the Ottoman Empire. By 1940, Greece had modernized its army under the authoritarian Metaxas regime, focusing on defensive preparations in its rugged terrain. Despite these efforts, few believed Greece could withstand the military might of Italy and Germany combined. Hitler reportedly believed Greece would fall quickly, viewing it as a minor obstacle in the path of his larger plans. Yet the Greeks would prove him wrong, demonstrating courage, strategy, and the power of defending one's homeland. This is the story of Hitler's invasion of Greece, the failures of the Italian army, the German advance, and the epic Battle of Crete, a tale of heroism, resilience, and the consequences of underestimating a determined people. We will explore the strategy, the battles, and the stories of ordinary citizens who became heroes, resisting one of history's most feared leaders. October 28, 1940, Italy invaded Greece from Albania, expecting a swift and easy victory. The Italian army, confident in its numbers and mechanized divisions, believed the Greeks would collapse in days. Yet the reality was starkly different. Greek forces, though smaller and less equipped, were disciplined and strategically positioned in the mountains and valleys. Using the terrain to their advantage, Greek soldiers established choke points, fortified key passes, and set traps along narrow roads, forcing the Italians to advance slowly. Greek counterattacks reclaimed towns in Albania, pushing Italian forces back and shattering their initial morale. Civilians joined the effort, guiding soldiers through mountain paths, providing intelligence on enemy movements, and even taking up arms when needed. Italy's setbacks became a source of shock across Europe. Hitler realized that leaving Greece unconquered could threaten the Axis southern flank and delay his broader plans. The Italians faced logistical nightmares, long supply lines, difficult terrain, and increasing casualties. Despite reinforcements, Italian generals could not overcome Greek resilience, forcing Hitler to intervene and plan a German invasion to secure the Balkans. This early victory demonstrated that even a smaller nation, united and determined, could resist a powerful army through strategy, terrain, and sheer will. In April 1941, Hitler ordered the German invasion of Greece, Operation Barbarossa. Germany mobilized over 200,000 troops, including elite divisions, mechanized infantry, artillery, and the Luftwaffe, ensuring air superiority. Hitler emphasized speed, knowing that delays could disrupt his larger strategy against the Soviet Union. The plan was to invade northern Greece from Bulgaria, using the plains to advance quickly, while navigating the obstacles of central and western mountain ranges. German generals warned of the difficult terrain and the determined Greek defenders, but Hitler's confidence was unshaken. Paratroopers were readied for airborne operations, designed to capture key points and airfields swiftly. The Germans meticulously coordinated their attacks. Infantry divisions, mechanized columns, and Luftwaffe air support were synchronized to create a blitzkrieg effect. Hitler underestimated the combination of Greek determination, terrain challenges, and the logistical complexities of rapid invasion. Maps were studied, routes planned, and contingencies prepared, But no plan could fully account for the courage and ingenuity of Greek soldiers and civilians alike. This meticulous preparation would soon be tested as German troops crossed into northern Greece, facing resistance that would slow even their most precise maneuvers. April 6, 1941. German forces entered northern Greece. Initial advances across the plains were fast, but mountainous regions immediately slowed progress. Greek units, familiar with the terrain, staged ambushes, demolished bridges, and forced the Germans into difficult mountain passes. Key battles erupted at Thessaloniki and Larissa. Greek defenders, though outnumbered, delayed the German advance and inflicted heavy casualties. British and Commonwealth forces joined the Greek defenders, coordinating attacks and reinforcing strategic positions. Villages transformed into fortified positions, civilians sheltered soldiers, provided supplies, and even engaged in combat when necessary. The Germans faced not only tactical resistance, but psychological challenges, as local populations refused to submit. Supply lines stretched dangerously thin, forcing German commanders to slow their advance, giving Greek defenders valuable time to regroup. Battles at mountain passes, such as the Pindus Range, became symbolic of Greek resilience, small units delaying entire divisions of elite German forces. Each delay increased the difficulty of Hitler's blitzkrieg, illustrating that even the most precise military machine could falter against terrain, courage, and ingenuity. May 20th, 1941, Crete became the focal point of one of the most dramatic battles of the Second World War. German paratroopers, the Fallschirmjäger, launched a massive airborne assault, aiming to seize the island quickly and cut off Allied forces from the eastern Mediterranean. Greek troops, British soldiers, and local civilians organized defenses at key towns, bridges, and airfields. Paratroopers descended into fierce resistance. Civilians armed with rifles, knives, and improvised weapons confronted the elite German soldiers, inflicting unexpected casualties. The fighting was chaotic, intense, and deadly. Every village and town became a battleground. German commanders underestimated the defenders' tenacity and the tactical advantages of terrain. Greek units coordinated with Allied forces to repel attacks, ambush paratroopers, and reclaim positions. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the defenders' determination made every German advance costly. After a week of brutal combat, Crete fell, but the cost in German lives was staggering, far exceeding initial expectations. Stories of heroism emerged: Greek soldiers holding entire towns, civilians rescuing wounded under fire, paratroopers pinned down for days, and coordinated counterattacks that slowed the invaders. Crete's defense demonstrated that even elite troops could be challenged by strategy, terrain, and human courage. The fall of Crete was a tactical victory for Germany, but the strategic cost was immense. Hitler's forces had suffered thousands of casualties, and the Greek resistance had delayed Axis operations across the Balkans. The courage of Greek soldiers, civilians, and Allied forces forced a re-evaluation of airborne strategies and highlighted the risks of underestimating determined defenders. The Battle of Crete remains a testament to resilience, heroism, and the indomitable human spirit. History remembers not just the battles won or lost, but the courage of a nation that refused to bow to overwhelming odds. Greece, 1941, a story of bravery, determination, and enduring resistance in the face of one of history's most feared leaders.